shit, that messed me up. Alright, so as you can see from the description, and see, I like to go ahead and play the game while I like to do something with my hands. But anyway, that's what I was looking for. That was disgusting. But anyway, with the whole Travis Scott and I'm gonna call some friends and get other opinions as well. But the whole thing with, you know, how many other people had died, and don't get me wrong, you know, 7 or 8 people had passed away during that event, and it was unfortunate and sad. And I'm looking at the media and from Twitter, even on the news, everybody trying to figure out who is to blame. Let me keep it real with you. Everybody's human. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm not saying he shouldn't pay for the mistakes, no. But you have to look from all perspectives. You know, everybody's like, oh, the security is who to blame. They human. I put the blame on whoever was in charge of ticket sales or head count. Because, and I put the blame on the kids too for going. My bad, I don't know if you can hear me. I put the blame on the kids too for going. Because my thing is, it's still a pandemic. Why would you go to a concert? Let that kid do his thing. Why would you go to a concert on something like this? When COVID's going on. Travis can't hear anything. All he hears is the crowd going wild and crazy. That's all he hears. And even if he did hear it, his thought, if he heard it and he still went on with the show, would I blame him? I still don't know. From my understanding is this been happening 20 minutes before he start performing. So let's just say he did hear it. Okay? I say he did hear it. What he heard was a loud crowd. Again, let me go back. Let's say he did hear the helps and screams. Okay. 20 minutes after the performance, before the performance, you're like, okay, these people pay their money to see me perform. Not saying I'm right, not saying I'm wrong. It's just everybody's situation is pretty confusing for everybody. My bad. I had to drink some water. But I'm going to make some phone calls. I'm going to see what other people's thoughts are about this incident that occurred. But I don't know who to blame when it comes to this except for scheduling. They could have had Friday, Saturday, Sunday and split it up. That's a lot of people. Maybe they didn't know what chaos that would have brought on, as we see now. But you know, he performed also on a video game. What is it, Fortnite? I'm pretty sure that concert is much better, not vocally, but as far as like seeing with your eyes. I don't get it. But I'm gonna call a friend of mine right now, put him on speaker, so you can get his thoughts. I don't know if he's gonna answer, but I'll find out. Okay, so, but I just don't feel like Travis should get blamed for it. And you know, it was a lady who went up to now. They were talking about there's some shots being taken on people's side of the neck or whatever. I don't really have much to say about that because um, when you're um, when you're having fun and it's a concert and you with a lot of young people, they there's a possibility they bought their own drugs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what stunt this is. I don't get it. But they're gonna start having concerts on video games. They're gonna start having concerts on TV instead of in person. That's about to end. 'Cause that was a lot of people. And the main thing is they're gonna be thinking about is how to prevent this from happening again. So that's my thoughts on it. All the way. No questions asked. It's just by him being a black man, they definitely not gonna they gonna let him take the fall for it, unfortunately. And because he's the face of it all. He's the face of it all. So my thing is, who's gonna have to pay? Security? What, they gonna fire somebody, fire a bunch of people and hire for the next show?
Okay.
Who's gonna sit there and entertain that? I wouldn't. All they're gonna do is hire new staff, and it's still his face will still be the ideal old tragedy at a concert. He's the face of it. Everything is becoming digital. I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't see why they wouldn't do that, because well, it happened to him. Do I feel like if it would have happened at a female, and the thing is, he was the only one performing. That's where the chaos really goes. If he'd have had other performers, it would have definitely been a different outcome. But about him, it just being him, it's not how it's gonna go. They definitely gonna do something about it though, just for the simple fact that I didn't see who, they didn't show the faces, or I didn't see who passed away, but I'm pretty sure, let's keep it real, I'm pretty sure that they in a community where something has to be done. And that's just how life goes. With everything. I'll even check I don't know if y'all could hear other people. When I put the voice on there, but that's my opinion, that's my thoughts on it. You know, everybody get mad at Travis, and I don't feel like they should. I feel like whoever been, you know, letting people in at a certain amount, security should have said, okay, no more. There's no more people should come in. Don't get me wrong, you got people traveling from all across the globe to go to this concert. But at the same time, you're like, you know, you didn't travel for no reason. Oh, goodness. Like I said, I'm gonna call up some friends. It's gonna definitely keep going with this comment, because this is this is life changing. This is life changing. They got this new show, Ego. I think I can't think of the name of it. But they got it where you basically create your own character. And matter of fact, they even put on something with Ariana Grande, where she had a virtual concert. They're gonna start doing virtual concerts, especially when that way millions of people can see it without getting hurt. It's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be nothing like the way we used to have it, because I remember my first concert. I had a good time. Would it have been the same if they would have did it virtual? Most likely, yeah, because I was like, how old was I? 14, 12, 12. I'm 12, 14, 15. I was between that age. So it wouldn't have mattered to me. Now that I'm older, it kind of matters to me. Like, if I'm going to pay for a concert, I'd rather it be in person so I can hear the vocals much better.
I'll kill you! Oh, fuck me!
I expect to be running around like that. He was just walking. I know they want us to like talk, but honestly, I just be playing the game in my free time. It's a present for you. Make it. Hey. But yeah, I just don't feel like. Why would you go to a concert? During a pandemic? I don't understand that. I don't get why would you go in the first place. Like, a concert is already huge. Don't get me wrong. I understand people want to get out, and a lot of them was young people. Okay, so a lot of these people was minors, and then they just turned 18 when the pandemic happened, or they just turned 21 when pandemic happened. Between those ages, you know what I'm saying? So they have not been out. These people just want to get out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a concert was a good choice of judgment. I don't understand. I have not looked for a concert. Maybe, go out and have fun, yeah, but not where this jam-pack a lot of people. And I don't know any concert where you don't get that. I don't know any concert where you don't get jam-pack a lot of people. And I'm not trying to be. It's not that I'm not sensitive. It's not what I'm getting at. I'm definitely trying to be on the sensitive side. At the same time, it's just, why would you do that? Why would you go? Why would why wouldn't security say, okay, this is too many people? And see, it all bow down to money. People traveling, people want to get out. It's just how it goes. Oh, I got a missed call. Hold on. So I see I'm playing phone tag and somebody. Hey.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so this is about Travis Scott and the concert. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I heard, bro.
And what's your thoughts on it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your thoughts on it?
Of course he gonna get the blame.
Of course he's gonna get the blame.
And of course he gonna have to goddamn give out some money. Because they're gonna go after everybody. They're gonna go after the security. They're gonna go after the headliner. They're gonna go after venue. They're gonna go after everybody they can get some money out of. Which can't bring back your child, but pain and suffering has to be accounted for. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
they shouldn't. No, go ahead.
I mean, they doing what hell anybody else would do. You go after everybody. If my child died, I'll be mad. I handle it a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I understand that frustration. They gonna go after everybody. But like I said, you may sue for like 30 million, but that 30 million ain't gonna bring back your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course he gonna pay for the funeral. If I'm him, I'm paying for every funeral.
Yeah.
That's just because it was my concert. You know what I mean? I'm gonna feel some type of way anyway because them people came to see me.
Right.
So of course I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Right. And see, you know, they thinking, oh, he heard them. And my thing is, how can you hear somebody when it's a crowd of people? Even if they was, you know, yelling and screaming for help 20 minutes before he performed, my thing is, all he hears is a wild crowd, and he needs to perform for people that came up there and paid to come see him.
Not only that is, okay, Travis Scott's concerts are known to rage, like they do mosh pits, because the type of music he plays has that rock and roll kind of like cadence,
Mm-hmm.
the beats and stuff like that. So they do a lot of rage. Just like with Trippie Redd concerts, they do mosh pits and shit like that. The kids were going to see who they were going to see and what type of concerts they be having, and they were part of it. They wanted to be a part of that. He's top 5 artists with the livest, most turned up freaking concerts. That's a fact. So you can't put the blame. You can't put all the blame on him like that because his concerts are always live. The energy is just there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, of course he gonna get blamed for it. They gonna make it seem like he picked the venue, he did this, he did that. But nah, he got paid to perform there. So the people that freaking you got to blame the architects and stuff like that. Like I understand, you could say, well,
dang, this nigga went to the architect.
Man, it's a lot to go into when you suing somebody and shit like that. Like they gonna try to get everybody for it. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't blame them. I honestly don't blame them, but I do blame them. I do blame them because my thing is, why would you go to a concert during a pandemic? It's still a pandemic. They try to enforce vaccine. It's still a pandemic.
Yeah, but certain states have certain mandates to where you can have concerts.
Yeah, but that's too many people.
Yeah.
They literally could not breathe, and they talking about 300 people got affected, but they're not talking about COVID.
But then again, you got to go with the news. Is it really true or are they capping? It's a lot, bro. You don't know nowadays.
You don't.
So many numbers been inflated with this shit. You just don't understand. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? All we know is 8 people died, which is a fact. And that everybody's gonna get sued left and right, which is a fact.
Yep.
You know what I mean? As far as people who contract COVID, we don't know.
Of course you don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody have a clue. That's why. But my thing is, why would you go? And they were young kids, and most of them they didn't become an adult until COVID happened. So they haven't had a chance to have fun. They haven't had a chance to get out. And as soon as they finally get out, they die or almost killed.
They got tired of seeing the concert on. They got tired of going to the concerts on fucking
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah.
Yep. Cause it's. But they're gonna start. They're gonna start having concerts like that from now on because of this.
They were doing concerts on Twitch. They were doing concerts on YouTube. Matter of fact, they just did a sing along the other day for Queen.
They did a concert for Ariana Grande, which it was virtual. And my thing is, that's gonna be the norm because of this.
No, because you get artists make more money when they're actually.
Yeah, they do, but they're gonna start enforcing that because artists make more money when but at the end of the day, who you think the public gonna care more about? The public or them making money?
Shit, making money, they not gonna care about.
Now, I'm not talking about the artists. I'm talking about the government. I'm talking about people who's paying to see these artists. Who you think the parents? You think they gonna be more effective when the parents say, "Hey, we banned in all concerts"?
Hell no, the government don't really care about this shit like that. If anything, if you want to go deeper, if anything, they want a certain amount of kids to get sick and shit like that. Certain amount of shit that happens so that way. Like I said, the numbers. It's all about statistics, scaring people to believe in certain stuff and all that. Like they know how to play the game. You just gotta be mindful of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a mandate where it's like 200 get in, 250 get in, no extra. Like I'd rather they do it like that. I cap on the number of people who get into a concert.
I mean, even if you go to Beyonce concert, it's more than just the 200. You talking about in the thousands.
I mean, yeah, but hell, I guarantee you, at Rolling Loud this year, when they was in Miami, hella people were getting hurt. You didn't hear nothing about it.
No, but that's probably.
It was thousands and thousands of people there. You know what I'm saying?
Who was the majority of, as far as race, that got hurt in that concert?
Shit, you had freaking Lil Uzi Vert perform.
No, I'm talking about what was the race where the kids who got hurt? What race were they? The ones who died?
Oh shit, I don't know. I know for a fact nobody died though.
Okay, then that's the difference. So here, they more concerned about the 8 kids that died.
Well, shit, hurt is hurt though.
Hurt is hurt. But which one you think is going to be mostly reported? It's going to be the ones that died.
Yeah, you're right, but hell, that's what I'm saying. The media picks and choose what they want. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, they don't. To bring it back to the topic of the West Day, they showing everybody. And I know Travis like, damn, bro. Like I know I didn't meant for this to happen. I'm just performing, and I hate my name being dragged to the mud because I'm the headliner. Like that weighs on a nigga conscience. That weigh on my conscience. Like damn, 8 kids died coming to my concert, bro. That's fucked up.
Right.
And y'all want to blame me? Damn, that'll make me go crazy. That'll make me go insane because what happens if I have another concert and another 2 would die? Like that should just keep them heavy burdens to put on your shoulder, on your heart, dude.
I feel like they gonna cancel it altogether though. They're gonna be like, we not gonna let this happen again.
I don't know. Like I said, Travis Scott's concerts are way different from certain artists. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Certain artists are gonna be able to do their concerts. They're gonna be able to.
Cause even I want to say who started this having a concert on TV. I know it was somebody before Beyonce, and really she just did like a whole music video on HBO, Lemonade, and when that had happened, it changed the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this other alternatives. They'll be like, oh, it's other alternatives versus having a live concert. And you're probably right. They're not going to enforce it now. They definitely not going to enforce it now.
Mr. Connors here. May I help you, madam? Excellent. It's on its way.
But thank you so much for joining this whole thing about the whole Travis Scott situation. I don't know what would happen if they have a concert when my daughter is of age. Mhm.
You know, you be more lenient, like, okay, well, you know, you with this concert, here's what's going to happen, and, you know what I mean, I hope you make the right decision. So if you do
Bro, what the fuck?
advocate, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Well, I'll hit you up later. Um, but you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, you too.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Yeah, they definitely going after everybody. Unfortunately, I wish Travis Scott the best of luck in his new journey in this situation. You know, this too shall pass. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry you have to go through this, and I'm so sorry for the parents that lost their children. Um, Wish it never happened, but it did, and somebody has to pay, and it looks like it's going to be everyone. With that being said, I'll try to reach out to other people in here, their thoughts and opinions. I just didn't realize, I just thought they would go after Travis, just Travis, and maybe security, definitely. But, I didn't even think about the architect, because, yeah, why would you, the location that was chosen was not a proper location. It wasn't, and to know how crazy they get, they should have, at a certain point, they should have just said, all right, no more people. And then with COVID going on, just stay at home. There's other ways to enjoy music and enjoy your friends' company at the same time. Just do your research before you do go out there. Y'all need to stay safe. At the end of the day, you know, if somebody can find a better solution, I think it should be spoken. It definitely should be spoken, because I don't see how this situation can get easy. He's definitely gonna have to dip into his pockets to get this to. I don't know if it'll go away. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna go away. I think they're gonna end up stopping all concerts eventually. But as you heard from my friend Eric, he was like, they're gonna keep going. I mean, just like when Bruce Leroy son had died from being in on set, and they shot a gun and not knowing it was actually loaded, and yet they're still doing it with movies today, or movie shows today. And but see, the thing is, nobody. Well, they came up with an idea of actors, not really being there, and or using a fake gun, or using, your computer to change it to make it look like it's real. With that being said, I I do eventually think that they're gonna just ban all concerts altogether. I do believe that. You know, maybe not right away, but eventually that is going to be the norm. So I would love to hear your opinion, your thoughts, and yeah, just hit me up whenever. I'd love to have you on. Okay.
in the streets.
Okay, so I have my friend Jamel, and he heard about the Travis Scott. What's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts. Be honest with you, man. I mean, I think it's a tragedy, man. Be honest with you. When I first heard the news about this shit, I thought it was something to do with like the Atlanta Braves or something like that. You know how the radio be. But I don't know, man. I mean, from what I've at least heard and reviewed from it, I mean, it sounded like they were concerned. I mean, I know they stopped the show and everything else, trying to get everything else going at least. Or at least that's what I heard. But I don't know, man. I mean, not even shout out, but I'm, more so, bruh, I'm at a loss. But, no, like,
I could tell you you want me to tell you my opinion?
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay, so my opinion is they definitely gonna go after Travis Scott just because he is the face of it all. But also I feel like it should be whoever set everything up, just for the simple fact that you know how much room you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people they knew, okay, these are a lot of people, but they didn't expect the tragedy that was installed when it happened. But at the same time, why would these kids go? Why would they go knowing it's still COVID? They still trying to enforce vaccination. You know, what gave them the idea to be okay to be so close to people? After a while, you should just be like, no, that's okay, I'm not gonna go in. And you got people blaming Travis, and I feel like that shouldn't be blamed, just for the simple fact that they started screaming 20 minutes before he started performing. Couple things that's probably going through his mind. It's a crowd. He's probably thinking, oh, let me go ahead and perform. They're getting rowdy up. He can't tell what's going on. All he sees is lights and people yelling, and from my understanding, the type of music that he performs for is usually rowdy all the time anyway.
First, I mean, I'd say this much. First and foremost, I'm not sure if it was already said a little bit earlier, but I definitely, thoughts and prayers go out to those families.
Right.
I wonder feel part of it. Now, as far as somebody's going to try to go after Travis Scott, with it being his concert.
Yeah.
But I do think that there are certain, I think, what was it? Whoever the management group is, to be honest with you, will more than likely be liable for it versus it hitting Travis Scott so hard. On top of that, they did have like regular security involved in there, the fire marshal and all of that. All of those groups that are actually there supporting him when it comes down to it. With COVID going on, the kids and everybody else, man, look, people are going to get bored after a while. So I think we're probably at that stage where people have already started ignoring COVID signs.
Right.
And if not already vaccinated, most people, I'll say this, if you're planning on doing things in big crowds like that, maybe you should consider getting vaccinated. Other than that, free shorts, free will when it comes down to that whole entire thing.
Right, right.
I did actually see like other little reports though where people were actually breaking into the concert because the tickets are sold out and people were literally like, I guess there was some type of opening within the gate or something like that somewhere, or somebody had made an opening within the gate and there was a whole bunch of people that kind of ran through there. So even while people were in line, there were people that were kind of bum rushing to get in there earlier that day. So it's really hard to really control the crowd itself, but
right.
More so I'd say Travis Scott wouldn't be the only person liable for it. Right.
No, of course not. Not just Travis Scott, not just security, not just management. I even had a friend saying, what'd he say? He was like, for the construction itself that wasn't made for that, that's kind of that many people to be, it's just, This right here, I think they're going to start, because they already started virtual concerts, You got Fortnite, YouTube, different streams of and then even when Beyonce started the Lemonade on HBO, like there's different streams. And my friend was like, they're not going to enforce that. And I feel like they are. Eventually they're going to enforce it because the whole thing is dangerous. And even when Ariana Grande had a live performance, there was a shooting, right? If I'm not mistaken.
True.
So I really feel like it's gonna start like, and then her last concert, she ended up doing a virtual concert where she's like digitally made. And you know, you're able to do more with that. You're able to make things more entertaining with that, of course. But is the sound gonna be the same? Of course not.
That's what I was about to say. It's not going to be the same. I don't know if they do try to enforce something like that. That's more so political. But right now,
Right.
I don't think that it's actually hit. But that would be something that might be local politics, because I haven't heard it as far as anything presidential-wise and all that other stuff. So I don't think that they're going to put a ban on live performances, because if you go after, that particular group, you're going to have to go after some of the other bigger genres, which is like country music and all other kinds of stuff.
Right.
Rock music and just everything else in general. So I don't think that they're going to push that as an agenda as far as that goes. But they have to look at everything, all the other factors, not just, hey, somebody was having a performance here. Because in that case, you take Atlanta having the parade for the Braves, and it was like a lot of people down there, all the way up from the city of Atlanta all the way through, to Cobb County, basically. So,
and there was even a escalation in one of the seats where two white guys had gotten into a brawl, and a black guy who did not have anything to do with it gets arrested.
Look, that's another discussion.
It is another discussion, but
that's a whole other discussion right afterwards.
Right, but the whole thing is the different personalities, different emotions running up, and then they also saying that during the concert they seen that there was shots in people's neck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's out there selling drugs?
That's what I said. I was like, it's a concert. I'm not saying that, they were forced to get that done, and they're making it sound like it was enforced, like somebody did it without their consent. And, that's the danger of being in an open space like that with a bunch of people. It's somebody touching you, stealing from you, grabbing stuff that shouldn't be grabbed. I don't.
For that, anytime, I would suggest this for the people who decide to go to the concerts too. If you're gonna go, don't go by yourself. Make sure that you're within, your own comfort as far as that goes. But I mean, I don't know if too many people have seen Travis Scott concerts. They are pretty wild as far as, crowd participation, how the crowd gets in general. Like, they go crazy for Travis Scott.
Well, there you hear it. I still feel like when my child gets older and grown, that there will no longer be personal concerts.
I can kind of agree with you on that one. No offense to the younger generation. I don't know what the hell they're listening to nowadays, so it's not going to be quite the same. It's just like how house parties are.
Yeah.
House parties for us back in the day used to be, a little bit kind of wild or whatever like that. I don't know what they listen to now and how they actually go about it. But that's gonna change no matter what, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But concerts been around for generations. From the concerts to games, and even when we was during COVID, they was talking about, how it was harder to perform for the Olympics with not having anybody watching or cheering them on. This goes down not just for concerts, but sports and all sorts of activities that is performed in front of you. I'm calling this a history. This is definitely one for the books.
I mean, it is. But also then in this case, I mean, well, that sounds more like this is going to be more so related even with COVID than in this case.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just history repeating itself, though. There have been other bigger pandemics versus COVID, and this is just actually a period of time for it. Because COVID, honestly, I'm not going to say it was not too long ago, but everybody's just now getting over kind of going, you know, getting
Back
into
to
that
normal.
second year, basically, or getting out of that second year.
Yeah.
I give it more so the next year, the next 2 years. It's going to sound like it's a trend, more so, unless there's either something new that just comes about.
So
There have been all the other kinds in the past.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it off here, but these are thoughts from other people, and you know, we see where this is heading as far as the future. And you know, good luck to all of y'all. And like we all said, you know, we do give our prayers and to the families that lost their children in this process, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunties, and uncles. I wish y'all the best of luck on moving forward. Y'all have a good one.